Hey YouTube, it's Nurse Star and I have a very special guest today. This is my husband.
What's going on, y'all?
What's your name?
Cam.
Today we're going to be talking about why we decided to get $10 wedding rings off Amazon as our wedding ring.
So first off, we know it sounds crazy, bizarre, sounds like I don't love her, sounds like she don't love me, whatever, whatever you gotta say under the sun, you can go ahead and say it. But we had purpose for it.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like you have to spend a lot of money on a wedding ring, especially at that point you're not really married, so you're proposing to this person, y'all been dating, but you're hoping that they're gonna say yeah. You guys aren't married yet. You kind of want to impress them, you want to wow them, you want to get this expensive ring. They probably picked out the ring because I know I picked out my own ring. That's just the tradition. That's what we do here in the States.
It's been said that's how we should show our love, is through this expensive thing. You should definitely go into that
To get a wedding ring to propose. I've heard people say like, oh, if the ring ain't $1,000, I don't want it. It wasn't always like this. At the beginning, what was your budget for me at first?
$1,500, $2,000.
A lot of money.
At the beginning, I had the mindset that in order to show my love, I needed to ball out, spend about 3-4 checks, go through some stressful times and figure out how I'm gonna pay this ring off. But in the end, that was actually prolonging the process of us moving to where we wanted to go.
Because we would have gotten married sooner, really, but he felt like he needed to save up and get this really nice ring. So like that was preventing us from getting married in a sense. So like we said, his budget was like $1,000 to $2,000. Me on the other hand, I was like, I don't even wear jewelry. Like I don't even own a diamond, period. I don't own any jewelry. The only jewelry I have is maybe like some little jewelry from Walmart or something.
She'd be like, I've been and sat the ring down somewhere and
lost it. I was like, no, at the absolute most, I'm not accepting a ring that's more than $600. That was I was like, maybe $700 if I absolutely love this ring. And even that was a lot for me, because I'm like, why would we spend $700? We got these student loans that we're prepared to be about to pay off. We're about to get on our debt-free journey. If you guys just watched our last video, why would we spend $1,000 on a wedding ring? That doesn't make sense. And he was just like, and let him lead. If he wants to get a $1,000 ring, that's what he needs to do. And I'm just like trying to, stay in my lane, because I mean, it's not really my choice to say, oh, I don't want that ring. I do want this ring. So I was trying to let him, do him. But at the same time, I was like, that is too much to spend on a ring.
So basically, we just saw that it was really like stressing us out.
Causing us a lot of stress, going to all these different malls.
Having to negotiate on something that we know we wasn't about to buy.
Right.
It was just crazy process. I think it allowed us to see where the true value lies, and it's not in a piece of jewelry. And of course, this is how we thought about the process. I know everybody's thought process is going to be different.
And that's no offense to anyone. Like, we're not trying to say you're a bad person if you decided to buy a real diamond ring. We're just saying, our experience. Yeah. And the more and more I looked at $600 wedding rings, they weren't that great. Like, these were some basic little teeny diamond rings that I'm like, why would I even pay $600 for this? And that's when I finally just decided, just clicked one day, like, you know what? I only want to spend like $15 on a ring. Like, why don't we go to Walmart and just get one of those little rings that just like sits?
The ones you see on the little stand and they got all the...
You could just like literally pick it and go buy it at the cash register. I was like, yeah, like let's just go there. Like, I don't care. I don't wear jewelry. I just don't care.
Mind you, this was all new to me, so I was like, man, this is really just messing with my head. I was like, I just couldn't get through that through my head. Like, I'm about to spend $10 on a ring. Like,
right.
How? No. I actually felt kind of bad initially. Like, I felt like I would just be less of a man, or just didn't have the love for her, or and we just decided that you can't equate
your love for someone
for the money that you spend on something, or
so it was hard for him to deal with. Like, when I first came to him with it, the idea like, this is causing us too much stress. The $600 rings that I keep seeing, they're trash, so why would we spend $600? Like, who are we trying to appease? Like, who is this for? We're gonna get this ring just to say it's real diamond or real gold or whatever. For who? Is that gonna make our marriage better? Is that gonna, assure that we don't get a divorce? Is that gonna do anything to truly help our marriage. You know, we're gonna be together for the rest of our lives, and does this ring have anything to do with anything?
And not to say that down the road we might not upgrade
Maybe
to like $100 ring or something like that. You know?
We just want to tell you guys, if there's anybody out there, if you want to get married, go on ahead and get married. Like, don't let a ring stop you. Like, not being able to find the perfect ring stop you from getting married.
After we both came to like the agreement that we were just gonna spend, you know, what we spent on the ring, I think it was easier for both of us to just kind of focus down on selecting a ring from that price range. And we found that there was a lot of options, and they still look good. Like we still get compliments to this day.
Nobody knows until we're putting out this video.
Exactly. No one knows. No one knows the difference. Like, oh, that look a little suspect. No, we've never got a comment like everybody like, oh, okay,
nice ring. And we actually, let's show them our rings.
So we later realized that, you know, we still had goals that we want to accomplish as far as being debt free, and that just propelled us to not spend that extra $1,000 or $2,000 where that money could have been put on a loan. Because when you're shopping for a wedding ring or anything, as far as wedding or engagement, there's a lot of things out there, a lot of marketing tools that they pull out there to try to get your attention off of a set goal.
So we went to Walmart, picked up a ring, sized it, whatever one fit, and then I think you proposed like 3 days later. Like, I got this Walmart ring for you, it was $10, and I love you with it. I promise to cherish and love. And that's how it went.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
You ain't say that.
It wasn't that cheesy.
And it's been 3.5 months pretty much, and we haven't had any trouble. No discoloration. My finger isn't green, as you guys can see. So this is actually the ring that I wear 95% of the time. It's gold, if you guys can see it. Mine is gold.
Stretches all nice.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
And then whenever we go out somewhere special or like go out, I'll put on this ring. So this ring, it stayed so shiny and new because I don't wear it that often. Like, this ring is more comfortable. So this is the ring that I actually wear. For us, the only point in a wedding ring is so that other people can know that you're married. So nobody trying to holler. Nobody trying to holler, right?
Nobody's trying to holler.
They see that ring.
This goodness.
They see that ring.
This goodness here.
So yeah, we have these wedding rings that only cost $10, and even this one came as a pack from Walmart for like $3 really. But in the past 3 months that we've been married, we've paid off $33,000. 35.
We paid off a lot.
It's just important to us to be debt free. So at all costs, we haven't had a honeymoon. Like we said in our last video, we didn't have a wedding yet. We have $10 wedding rings. Like, we've been going all out. It's all gonna be worth it. Like, we're making $1,000,003 sacrifices, but it's all gonna be worth it in the end. And we just wanna encourage you guys, even if you're not on a debt-free journey, maybe you just can't afford to be like everybody and get like a really expensive wedding ring, or maybe you just aren't interested in spending that kind of money. Don't be discouraged about getting married. If you two are on the same page and everybody's okay with it,
all that matters.
Buy what you can afford. You don't have to tell anybody if you don't want to. We just wanted to tell people, just to encourage people and let you guys know that it's okay. You don't have to do what everybody else does. You just don't have to spend so much money on a wedding ring or a wedding. You don't have to have a big glamorous wedding. And if it was something that would have actually caused us to have a better marriage, then of course we would invest in that thing. But nothing, no item truly can give you a better marriage. It's up to the two people to make your marriage what it's gonna be. The Bible just speaks about you're a slave when you're in debt. And we're in debt right now. We're slaves to those.
Slave to the lender.
Slave to the lender. And we don't want to be slaves anymore. We want to be debt free. So it's at all costs.
But we want to get you guys' opinion as well. So hit up them comments.
Just for fun and giggles, what do you guys think on a concept of buying a cheap and buying an inexpensive wedding rings. Like, ladies, would you be okay with that? Is that like totally unacceptable? Does the price of a wedding ring show how much someone loves you? I'm interested in knowing what other people think.
Fellas, I already know y'all would be happy because I was stoked. And like always, we appreciate you guys
for watching. Oh, is we now? You joining my channel?
Maybe. I mean,
you can join.
It's about to be the Cam channel.
Peace.
So today we're going to be telling you guys that we're officially debt free. We're going to talk about how we paid off $70,000 in student loan debt in just 13 months. So stay tuned.